Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our class in ethics. So, I hope you have watched all the videos that I have uploaded in our Google Classroom. And if in case there are points that you have not fully understood, please do not hesitate to ask me through our group chat, or perhaps you can personally ask me the question so that I can also explain to you further those items or points that you have not fully understood. What is important is that we will, or all of you will be able to understand all the points that I presented in our lesson, because it would be useless if we will cover so much lessons and yet you have not understood any of those. Okay, so please do not hesitate. I am checking your outputs and I am grateful and happy because many, if not all of you, have answered the questions or have done the learning tasks as expected. So I just hope that the rest of you will be able to submit. Do not worry if you have submitted it late. Taking into consideration the present situation that we have, we will tolerate. No, nobody will be left behind. Nobody should be left behind in our present situation. That is why, even if it is already late, beyond the deadline that I set, but still, please do submit your learning task. Do not be afraid. Do not be worried, because I will consider all those. Okay? So today, let us move on to another lesson in our course. But still, we are focusing on the concept of goodness. So in the previous lessons that we had, we focused on the Asian concepts of goodness. So we have Hinduism through their caste system, wherein the concept of Dharma was presented. And we also had Buddhism through Gautama Buddha, Siddhartha Gautama, who became the Buddha, who taught us about the middle path or the middle way. So today, let us move to the West. No, the Western concept of goodness. Although earlier, when we talked about utilitarianism or pleasure and pain principle, all these are Western in nature. But today, let us be more specific. Western, when we speak about Western, it comes from the West. These are the European countries like Germany, Great Britain, in Europe, France, and other countries in the West. So today, let us look into some of their perspectives and understanding about what is being good. The first in the list is the situation ethics. As you see, situation ethics is one of the controversial ethics or moral standards in our time. Why? Because of its nature. When we speak about situation ethics, its main basis of morality is love. So, diba? Love, gugma. I understand that all of you have already experienced how it is to love. Okay, so in situation ethics, it says everything that you do out of love is good. Tanan nimong gibuhat tungod sa gugma or pinaagi sa gugma kini maadyo. And everything else done not on the basis of love is not good. So the ultimate basis or the ultimate ground of the goodness of an action is love. Ang gugma mao ang basihan kung kanusa mamahimong maadyo o daotan ang imong gibuhat. If a certain action is done out or because of love, then definitely that is good. And if something is done not out of love, out of anger, out of hatred, then the action is evil. However, we have to be careful with this kind of morality because we have different notion of love. What is your understanding of love? Because in fact, in philosophy, we have the so-called Platonic love. Plato, a famous Greek philosopher, explained to us that there are three kinds of love. Okay, so the first is erotic love. And when we speak about erotic love, this is the feeling of love that is based on the physical attributes of a human being. This is highly conditional because being erotic, eros, it means to say that we are attracted to something or someone who is beautiful or handsome. We are attracted to beautiful faces, beautiful physique or body. We only love those who are attractive. That's why it is erotic, because it arouses the feeling of desire in ourselves. So we are naturally attracted to what is pleasing to the eyes, to those that will satisfy our flesh, our bodily needs. So this is erotic love. So once this beauty disappears, so once the physical beauty that attracted you will fade, so that love will also start to fade. Okay? So erotic is highly conditional. I will love you if higugmaon ta ka, kung gwapa ka or gwapo ka, ganahan ko nimo kung. So we have so many conditions if we are talking about erotic love, because erotic love is based or highly influenced by passion, by our feeling, by our emotion. Okay? But Plato acknowledges that this kind or that love starts from erotic love, and from erotic love we go higher to a higher level. And so once the person or an individual has already felt the erotic love, that individual must not dwell on that kind of love, must not stay on that kind of love, but rather he or she must go to a higher level of love, and that is filial love. Filial or philios. So when we speak about philios, it means brother. So filial love is a brotherly love. So when we speak about brotherly love, gugma nga inigsuon, mao ni ang klase nga gugma nga dili na binase sa kung unsa ang imong gibati nga atraksyon, unsa gibati o unsa imong gipaminaw sa imong lawas, kundi mas pure ang maong gugma tungod kay natay natural nga gugma para sa atong igsuon, diba? Ang atong gugma nga atong gibati para sa atong brother or sister in the family is love that is somehow pure. No, there is no malice. So when you love your brother, your kuya, or when you love your sister or ate or your younger sister or brother, there is no malice to that. No, we have this feeling of love to to these people, thinking about their welfare, and even we are willing and ready to defend them whenever they are in a situation of being threatened. We offer ourselves to protect them because of this love. But anyhow, this kind of love is still with a color of condition. Diba? Tungod kay, it is evident today, there are brothers and sisters or family members nga mag-abot sa korte. Why? Because they are fighting over a piece of land or mga kabilin, mga kabtangan. So, still, that kind of love, though it has no malice or it is pure, but somehow it is still conditional, because I will love you if you will love me. I will be nice to you if you are nice to me. I will love you as long as you will not be a threat to myself or to my condition or to my property. No? So once mahimo na kang threat or once mahimo na kang babag sa ahong mga aspirations, then that love will start to cease. No? Daghang nakit-an nga mga magsuon nga dili na magtingganay, magbungol, dili na magtinagdanay because of certain situations. Okay? So, filial love or brotherly love is of course higher than erotic love, but still influenced by certain condition. So according to Plato, we will not dwell on that kind of love. We will not stay on that kind of love, because there is the highest form of love, and that is the agape. No? And when we speak about agape, this is the love of God, the love of Jesus Christ to the whole humanity. No? This kind of love is so pure that Jesus Christ offered his life to save the whole humanity. When Jesus Christ died on the cross, he did not die only for those who believed in him. He did not die only for those who followed him, but he died for everyone. He died for those who crucified him. He died for those who threw stone to him. He died even to those who did not believe in him. He died for everyone. And so his love is unconditional. Love that is so pure. Jesus loves everybody, even to those who hate him. There is no condition. His love is ever flowing. So this is the agape, the unselfish love. Going back to situation ethics, this is now the danger of the morality, because persons, we have varied understanding about love. So when we say about love is the basis of the goodness, it depends, or we should be strict on what kind of love will it be. Will it be erotic, in which it is highly subjective? Does that mean that you are justified in killing or in doing violent action to a person because of love? Sa imong naghiting-hiting nga erotic love? So, according to experts and authors, when we speak of love as basis of morality, then we have to be careful, because it is somehow dangerous. Because the kind of love that should be the basis in doing a certain action, and that action will be considered good, must be agape, the purest kind of love, the unconditional love. So that a mother is willing to offer her life to her son, even if that son is hard-headed, even if that son is the most stubborn son. So that a soldier will offer his life to all the Filipinos, regardless of religion, regardless of affiliation or political affiliation. So that when you do something in your place, in your barangay, you will do it not only because you want to be appreciated by persons, you want to please the barangay captain, but you do it out of love because you want that your kababaryo will benefit from what you are doing. Okay? So in fact, this is a kind of love that is not blind, but this is a kind of love that has the purest intention for the goodness of everybody, of the person whom you love. No? Dili ni gugma nga buta o gugma nga gibasi sa unsay imong gibati, pero gugma nga binasi sa imong will o panghuna-huna, nga kahibaw ka kung unsa ang dapat o dili dapat. Okay? Kay there are situations that, for example, a son has committed a crime because he is a drug addict. Perhaps he killed somebody, or perhaps nanulis para ipalit og shabu. And he is being pursued by the police officers. Gipangita sa mga police. And here is this mother who really loves his son. Isang gihigugma ang isang anak bisang pagmaldito kini. Now, using situation ethics, what should be the proper action of the mother? Will she hide her son from the authority because of her love for her son? Dili niya gusto nga mapreso ang isang anak tungod kay isang gihigugma ang isang anak. Or the other is, she will bring her son to the authority because she loves her son and she wants that her son will be corrected. She wants the best for her son, and the best for her son is to undergo correction, to be confined in the institution that will make her son become a good and responsible citizen of the country. And that is because of love. So in the situation ethics, it should be the second action that should be done, that should be considered as good. Okay? When you love, all your intention is for the goodness of your beloved. You do not desire ill for the loved one, but rather you will the goodness of the beloved. Mabitaw na nga when a parent, a mother or a father will discipline a child, siguro sakit on the part of the parent, mother or father for that instance, nga ilang makit-an ang ilang anak nga nagsuffer because of discipline. But the intention, the will of the parent is for the child to become a responsible, disciplined individual in the future. That is why, out of love, tungod sa gugma, ang tusong sa ginikanan nga ilang disiplinahon, ilang ibutang sa usa ka medyo lisod nga sitwasyon ang bata o ang ilang anak to make sure that in the future that child will become a good individual. Lahi sa ubang mga ginikanan nga tungod sa ilang gugma, ilang paundadsunan, they will tolerate even the wrong deeds of their children because they love their children. Patumanan sa kung unsa ang ilang gusto tungod kay mahal nila ang ilang anak. They don't want to see their child cry or suffer. Muna nga, when that child grows up into a matured individual, then ato makit-an nga liko na himong badlungon sa katilingban. Okay? So, in situation ethics, we must have the proper perspective of love. That kind of love that will have a pure intention to our beloved. So that, according to Saint Augustine, you love first. There is this overflowing of love that is pure. And because the will, using our intellect, our intelligence, will weigh things. And what we are going to will are only those that can be useful and good to the person whom we love. And out of that will, you do it. So this is the proper manner on how we should employ or apply situation ethics in our daily life. We have that love, and out of that love we have this will, good intention. And with that good intention, we do. And that would be an assurance that everything that we do out of love and out of goodwill, then the action must be good.